Hello, welcome to J Kind Video Gaming. My name is Adam, here with more Pokemon Violet and more school. I discovered last time that our finals also take all the stuff before the midterm, so the fact that I have a couple of classes that I put off is not ideal, but we'll just hop down and go here. Battle studies with Miss Dendra. Yeah. And we're gonna go through the whole class. Don't want to be tardy. Osu! Say hello to your battle instructor, the one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra! Why does your hair do that? Osu is a karate thing, by the way. Look it up. My age? 25. My hobby? Working out. My type? Well, strong and muscular fighting types, of course. And that's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you all get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so that no trainer gets left in the dust, even if you're new to this stuff. Have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles, and you'll be pros in no time. Let's set our fighting spirits ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attack moves at their disposal, and each move has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about the power, type, and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid. Question coming in your way. There are two categories that attack moves can fall under. Know what they are? Attack moves, physical and special? Awesome. You're just as sharp as I expected, new kid. Looks like you have a handle on the basics. I'm not really new. I've been at the school for months. I've just been doing the treasure hunt that's part of the school activities. Anyway, attack moves are split into two categories, physical and special. Physical moves do damage the higher the Pokemon's attack stat is. Special moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's stat is. On the other side of things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves can take less damage by having higher defense or split diff stat, respectively. In conclusion, Pokemon are good with physical moves should raise their attack stat. Pokemon that are good with special moves should raise their split stat. Trying to raise both of these stats equally will just make it hard for the Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong point stronger, I always say. That goes for both people and Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time since our classes are only like a minute long or something. Well, generally meet for my class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. Nothing like a little fresh air to make studying more fun, am I right? No one has allergies, right? If you do, suck it. You get to die. But class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Let's keep studying the battles. See what we can learn. It's gonna be annoying if I actually learn something here. Like something that would affect the game, but it's been hidden away in here. Another day, another round of battle study. Osu, let's get right to it. Is everyone excited about the treasure hunt? It's always a great adventure. You'll get to take on gyms, go to new places, and run all over the place with your partner Pokemon. Just look at the way the class is laid out. Because it has all the little Pokemon, and then look at me over there with mine on the left. And while you're running around out there, I'll bet you'll come across some big shining crystals fairly often as well. Yes! These crystals are actually collections of terrestrial energy that seeped up out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your friends or other trainers in a group of 4. We call those battles Terra Raid battles. The Terra Pokemon you face off against in Terra Raid battles are crazy tough. They sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use a special action in Terra Raid battles. It's called cheering. And there are 3 different cheers you can use. The first cheer is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack of all allied Pokemon. Second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the special defense and the defense and split diff of all allied Pokemon. And the third, well, let's see if you can guess. This cheer restores hit points for all allied Pokemon. What do you think it is? Wham Bam Potion! Now, heal up. That's right, maybe I should make you the battle teacher, huh, new kid? The third and final cheer is Heal Up. It's a real powerhouse with the ability to both restore hit points and cure status conditions. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Terra Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a turn in battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of their moves when you cheer. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Providing support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. Guess we're out of time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Battle studies. I think the game is getting dark, so the class could start. Another day, another round of battle study. Osu, let's get right to it. Last time we learned about Terra Raid battles, did any of you have a chance to try them out? Terra Raid Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones will use even tougher tactic than you'll need to deal with. Talking about their Terra Shield. What happens while Pokemon has it? Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it'll take way less damage for one. It has big effect on morale, too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed, like there's no way to win the battle. Here's a question for you. If the Pokemon you're battling puts up its Terra Shield, what should you do? Not give up. Terrestrialize an attack? That's right. You're a regular Terra Raid battle master, aren't you, new kid? I kind of avoided them. Regular attacks don't work so well against Pokemon that have their Terra Shield up, but having your Pokemon terrestrialize is an effective method to overcome that issue. A terrestrialized Pokemon will do more damage to shielded Pokemon, especially if it uses moves such as that match its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield up can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon's stance. That means that it's important to properly time your terrestrializing in Terra Raid battles. In conclusion, as they say, fight fire with fire and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash your opponent's Terra Shield. Just gonna say like hands-on practice again, but I only say that after the bell rings because I don't actually want to do it. Midterm next time, aim for a perfect score. Midterm. Right through the middle of the night. Oh, in class, okay. Sorry to all you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I guess we can do our tests in the classroom at least. It might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Our Pokemon special defense, the less damage it takes from special attacks. Which of the following has no effect on a move's damage? Name. How many trainers are on a Terra Raid battle team? 4. What's an effective method for breaking an opponent's Terra Shield? Terrestrialize. What is Miss Deidre's favorite type? Fighting. Time's up. Put your pencils down. I saw Violet finished, and that's who I used to determine how long you get to take this test. Saw you giving it everything you got. I'm sure you all got perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. I can't be giving those to you. Five out of 5 correct. Just gathering up all the experience candies. Continuing our night classes with Dendra. Another night, another round of battle study. Oh, Sue, let's get right to it. You all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? No, not really. If you do, your Pokemon will run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets your Pokemon pick up faraway items for you. If there's a wild Pokemon near where you send your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get experience points, just like it would in regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, they can be a really efficient way to train your party. But you'll want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or learn new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it'll come back with just a small amount of hit point left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Whoops, I just about did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? How do I stop an auto battle? There's no stopping an auto battle once it starts. You'll have to wait and see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon off before the battle starts, though, if you press the ZR button while your Pokemon is still on its way to the opponent. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low hit points are already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Take care, Rascals. More battle studies. would be much nicer if I could just get these to just all go one to the next without loading out there. Another day, another round of battle. Study, Osu, let's get right to it. I hope you gave auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. I literally haven't left the building, lady. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs at TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? Hardly. I sure hope so, because it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Anyone remember what it is? LP. Looks like you're already a TM Machine Pro, new kid. Hardly. The correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking, or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, got it? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will help you keep an eye out for them on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you'll need Pokemon materials, and if you want to get a hold of lots of materials, you have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. And there's that pesky bell. Go on, you rascals. And now we load the main room, just to say let's keep going. And reload back out into the field. Oh, Sue, this is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you, but we can always aim for ever greater heights. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in a multi-battles. Now, when you're out having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now the No Restrictions rule set lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items too. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules rule set is the one often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Flat rules. That's the one, new kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the Flat Rules rule set. Of course, you can also choose No Restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level and with any held item. I was gonna say, that's the one I think of, because that's the one that's traditional. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. Yeah. In conclusion, normal rules suggest all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules lets you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you'll use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Looks like we never got any hands-on instruction. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for perfect score. Osu Osu. I got a final exam to take. Yep. I can't be tardy. Class begins when I get there. It's finally game day. Today is our final exam. Time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Okay. Guessing. What do we call the battles that Pokemon set out with R button do on their own? How should you obtain LP? High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level using the flat rules? 50. When using normal rules in the battles, you can use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same. Normal. Yeah, it's just flat that does it. Time's up. Put your pencils down. Saw you give it everything you got. I'm sure you'll all get perfect scores. You all did so well in my class. If you pass this test, you'll officially be battle masters. Now, go ask for your scores. Surely store scores at the front desk, you little rascals. Should be fine. Should at least get 4. 5 out of 5. I did great. And with the time left, let's do math. Let's try and get this out of the way. Hello, everyone. Is time related to rhyme? Yeah, I think time... Is time like the one that... Because Rhyme took the gym over from someone. Was it time? Well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores and others seem to have a bit of trouble. But I can tell you that you all tried your best. Quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. Can only assume that this means you'll have all come to love numbers. Stay sharp. Try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. Pokemon stats can raise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if a Pokemon uses the move Work Up, its attack and special attack stats will raise by 1 stage each. And as you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack or special attack raises 1 stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. Okay. I don't know. If that same Pokemon from your previous example were to use Work Up again, both its attack and special attack would raise by 2 stages total. This results in a 100% increase to damage dealt, making its moves twice as strong. Sword Stance, on the other hand, boosts attack by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage after just a single use. Using Sword Stance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack by 4 stages. How much more damage than would the Pokemon deal? I mean... seems 50%, so... 2 times... It's 50% each time, so triple damage. Wow, that's great. You answered this difficult question with ease, Violet. Each stage of that Pokemon's attack or special attack stat increases the damage by 50%. So being raised 4 stages would result in a 4 times 50% or 200% increase. The base damage of a move is 100%, so adding 200 more percent gives us 300%. In other words, the next move the Pokemon uses will deal triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well, so even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that means it has gone up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2 stages. And if it rose drastically, that's 3 stages. So just so you know, the X attack and X attack items, which can only be used in battle, can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Today's lesson was a little difficult, so be sure to review what you learned in order to stay sharp. I'll see you all again next class. More math. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication and percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of Tackle is 100 or 100%, so you were to use Tackle 100 times, you could expect to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has accuracy of 60 or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. Put that another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. So when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're actually studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. Its accuracy is 100, meaning you can expect to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourselves? I'd use Hydro Pump. Oh my, I see you like the very risky, adventurous side of things, Violet. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like power points or number of targets hit may make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power, or vice versa, is purely a matter of preference. This Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I'm more interested in debating the Rock-type moves Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up talking about those moves, but oh my, there's the bell. What a shame. Next class, I will be the last time together, so show up 100% ready to go. Working through maths. And hope that I can get through its final. Yikes. Hello everyone, I hope we can have fun once again today in our last class together. Last time we learned about probability, using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite interesting subject. Did you know that in a class with 40 students, there is a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there is an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares a type with. If a Rock-type Pokemon uses a Rock-type move, Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. I did not know it was that big of an increase. Ground and Rock-type Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers on this little numerical increase, so it's most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. A Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type. What happens to the move's power? Does it become 150? But then will we say 300 because it deals double damage? You did that calculation all in your head? Well done, Violet. First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power by 100, of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move's type then doubles that power from 150 to 300. I figured it would just double the final damage, but I guess that's how you calculate it. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes and its Terra type matches one of the original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of the same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of your time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach all you eager students about numbers. Next class will be our final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. Math final. I am at least getting through a bunch of the classes. I'm a little ashamed that I didn't go all the way through classes at once, because let's hope I can get through this with how long it's been since I took the first half of this class. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if each one costs 600? 5? A Water-type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a Grass-type Pokemon. What are the move's power be? Critical hit, I'm guessing doubles. Grass type. Halves? It's either 75 or 100. So, grass type, so 50. And critical hit, so... I don't know if critical hit is 1.5 or 2. So I'm guessing. Under normal conditions, what % chance does Stone Edge have to land a critical hit? Guessing. Pokemon uses Sword Stance twice to boost its attack by 4 stages. How much damage will its physical moves then do? Triple damage. The Rock-type Pokemon, whose Terra type is Rock, terrestrializes. What will the power of its Rock-type moves be multiplied by? 2? Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. Test was the culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. Go and ask for your scores up front, because I'd be embarrassed to tell you if you got a bunch wrong. You know, because it's been months since you took the first half of the class. I need 4. Alright. I'll take it. I get more, candies. Keep doing my best. Okay. Okay. Thank you for watching. We're getting through schooling, getting candies. Also, just like I want to figure it out. Like, it's a game about being in a school. Let's do some of the school, right? So I've been getting through some classes, passing classes. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.